What's up, YouTube? Coming back at you doing a Mongoose Dolomite ALX update. We are going to attempt to take these stock Dolomite ALX tires and rims and convert them over to tubeless. Stay tuned. We are going to take these Arison Big Fatty 26-inch tires and we're going to convert them over to tubeless. Hopefully we can do that. Let's see what happens. The items that we're going to be using today are Stan's tubeless tire sealant and Stan's universal tubeless valves. The next step is to remove the front wheel. Then we're going to remove the tire from the wheel. We're going to tape up the rim, place some sealant in, inflate it with air, and hopefully it holds. You could use a valve stem remover and it'll go a lot quicker. Alright, we're going to take the tire completely off of the wheel. This way we can access the rim itself and tape it up. So the next step in this process is going to be to use the Gorilla Tape. We are going to tape up the inside of the rim with the Gorilla Tape. It's a good idea to just use some alcohol on a rag, wipe the rim down before you put the tape down. This way you get good adhesion. The next step is going to be to take the Gorilla Tape and tape up the rim. We're going to find the hole for the valve and we're going to overlap that by about 1 inch. And that's how we tape up the wheel. So the next step is to take the tire, seat it onto the rim, making sure that it's in the proper direction. Now, we're only going to put the compressor up to about 40-45 pounds to see if this tire will hold. And we don't have any sealant in the tire as of yet. Next step is going to be to fill it with air and see if it holds. So I tried to seat the tire onto the rim. It did give me a hard time. I tried using a ratchet strap to bring the tire in just to get it to seat. So what we're going to do now is take the tube that was inside the tire. I'm going to pull out this valve stem, place the tube in, seat the tire, and then at least it'll seat the one side, and we'll see if we get any closer doing it that way. So after a few tries with the compressor, we used a ratchet strap, put it onto the tire to try and inflate it with air. The tires don't seem like they want to seat. We added some tape to the sides of the rim to try and get it to seat. It still won't seat. So what we're going to do from here for now is we're going to take the stands and we're going to put it inside the tube, which will still give you the benefit of the stands to self-heal the tire if you do happen to get a flat. Okay, so the next step is to fill the tube with the stand sealant. After many attempts of trying to seat that tire on the rim tubeless, it's not going to work, at least not for this guy. So we're going to fill up the tubes with the sealant. I am going to put the stands into the tube and then replace the valve stem and then fill the tire. I want to shake this up. The next step is to take the stands sealant and inject it inside the tube. So I'm going to take the applicator, I'm going to suck up 4 ounces of the stand sealant, and I'm going to inject it inside the tube. When I'm doing this injection on the tire, whether it's tubeless or with a tube, I like to tilt the wheel in the 8 o'clock position and then inject the sealant into it. This way it runs down into the 6 o'clock position and I'm not spilling sealant all over the place. I'm going to replace the valve core with the valve core tool and inflate this tire with air. That's it. We're going to do the back tire and then we will have sealant inside of our tubes. For the rear tire, I'm going to use the valve stem remover and I'm going to do everything on the bike. So in closing today, we tried to install the tubeless setup on the Dolomite ALX stock. Unfortunately, it didn't work. We had about 5 or 6 failed attempts and it just wasn't going to happen. So it's not the end of the world. We may have to upgrade the rims on the Dolomite, but that's something we can do in the future. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and always stay safe, guys.